Hello and welcome. Today I'm in Valletta. I'm going to meet up with Jerry and we're going to do another video about the bus system in Malta and how you can travel on the bus economically. Have you ever wondered how you can explore the stunning sights of Malta on a budget? Join us as we uncover the secrets to traveling economically on Malta's transport system. And so, like I told you, here's Jerry. Remember him from the other video about the buses in Valletta. Some other videos. We're going to be looking at the buses, giving you some tips. First of all, you need to know that besides paying for a bus card for a few days, you can also get a personalized card. Now, it does say, the website says it's for residents. That's a way, if you're going to spend a lot of days in Malta, you might decide to get one, a personalized card. I'm letting you know that it's something you can actually apply for, because they want everyone to be using buses for free.
Though whether or not it stops the traffic on the road is another question.
Yes, that's another question, because the traffic on the roads haven't decreased so far.
Still one car for every person
We
here.
cannot say that the public transport is efficient, so you have to keep that in mind. If you have a limited space of time, you want to get somewhere quick, the buses are probably not what you have to choose.
Yes, give yourself plenty of time.
You need plenty of time. Again, if you have a personalized Catania card, the transport will be free, except for certain destination buses where you have a Catania direct bus, or ferries. Those are not free, but the rest are free. Again, if you have this card. Now, we're going to be here only for a couple of days, 6 days or something like that. You might not want to go for the personalized card, but if you're going to be here for a longer period of time, you might decide to apply for it. You can apply for it and you will receive it at home. Even if your address is not in Malta, you can get it just the same. No, this is what people have been saying online, so I'm letting you know. Now you decide whether you want to apply for one or not. If you are local, you can apply for it. Definitely, if you're a resident, you can apply for it. Other people are applying also and getting it, so I just let you know.
Make sure you have enough time to use it before you
Exactly.
go home.
You need to have enough time to use it. So in the previous video, we did explain a lot of the routes you can go from here. So you can, after this video, perhaps you want to revisit that video. And this is the place where you can buy the paid travel cards. So you can, for example, choose your language: English, German, French, Spanish or Italian. And you can get a 12 single day journey card for 12 days, or an Explore Adult for 7 days, or an Explore Flex for 12 days, which includes also the one for 12 days. I think there should be another one here. There should be another one, I think. I saw another one on their website. It might not be available here, because there's one which is available for 12 days, if I'm not mistaken. And it comes with also €3 discount for the National Aquarium. Anyway, if you are interested, you're going there, it might be of interest.
And one of them, I think, has a free ferry trip included, or two or three. Again, on the website will tell you more.
Exactly, this is the...
Things tend to change.
Exactly, publictransport.com.mt. So over there, and you can get the full information. And things obviously can change in the future. So what I'm saying here, or what we're saying, might of course not be valid anymore. So here we have a queue of people, either buying a card or getting some information. Of course, the bus route information is also on the screen around the corner, and I think it's been updated since last time. Looks better. It's been improved.
So this is up-to-date information. Screens will keep
It should
changing.
be up to date.
Screens will keep changing.
I
every
say
few
up,
seconds.
it should be, because sometimes perhaps it's not completely accurate too, but there is the free Catania app also.
Certainly working at the moment.
No, it's working. Well, then you have to see how accurate the information is. It might not be accurate, but it's your best sort of, the best information you have.
It's better than queuing up and asking.
Exactly. And there's also Google Maps, which can be used. Personally, I prefer Google Maps. Personal preference, insomma. In the summer it stopped working, the bus information on Google Maps. You had to enter a previous date to get any information. So if that happens, you can always try that as a workaround. But then they fixed it. Of course, what I was saying before about getting the personalized card, it's a benefit if you're going to stay for a long time in Malta, and you can save money. Basically, that's it, saving money. So if that's your case, then that would be useful.
Well, the bus station is organised into 3 sections, A, B and C. Whilst the buses that go from A tend to be to similar places or parts of the island, and same for B or C, sometimes there's anomalies. So on the chart you will see which bay your bus is going to. Now if you see A, then you're pretty near at the station, because we're standing right at the beginning of the A buses. So if you have to go to B and get there quickly, it's a little bit of a run down there, around the corner to the left, down the bottom corner to the left,
to walk
B
a
and
bit.
C. So if you do have to go there, give yourself enough time, because the buses don't wait for you.
Of course.
And it's very hot down there as well. Here you have a bit more shade than you would down
there's
that
a
section.
bit of a breeze today here. This is the section with the A bays, and you have to go a bit further on to get to the B bays. Okay, so now let's there's more information here, the arrival times, and they should correspond with Google Maps and the Catania app. So personally, I've experienced, not in Valletta but elsewhere, that the times are not accurate. The bus doesn't pass at that time, and I kept waiting for even 15 minutes and the bus hadn't passed yet. So sometimes there are some differences.
Sometimes when you've got a group of buses going to similar places, the times will appear on 2 or 3 screens at adjacent bus stops. So look out, the time that you're looking at may be for the bus stop next to you or the bus stop behind you. So this is A1. A1 is one of the principal services here is the Valletta Circular. So it goes right round the waterfront, goes down to the ferry, and it comes right round town and back up again to the bus station. So if you need to get around town specifically, that's quite a good one to go on. But it doesn't stop you having to climb lots of stairs. So people who are going out to Gozo, for instance, might go down on that one to get the fast ferry. It always comes back to here.
Exactly.
There's also other bus routes at 122.
So it's a good choice to use it to get to the fast ferry.
Definitely, that's a definite one.
Unless you don't want to walk, you know, to the yeah.
So for this store, there's this one, the 122, 130, 133X, 133, and all the important night bus to St Julian's, the N13. That's where that goes from.
You know, it's a night bus because it starts with the letter N for night. Okay, so here we have the 3 cities. Birgu and Isla. You can go there using these buses, 1 and 2.
They're very regular, every 20 minutes roughly. Throughout most of the day. Routes 1 and 2. And they stop off at a number of attractions, tourist attractions such as the Hypogeum, Tarshin temples, and 3 cities themselves. Great place to wander around for history and to see some beautiful Maltese houses still standing in the beautiful little back alleyways and streets.
And an activity which is coming up is Birgu Fest, I think, with a lot of candlelight. So you see Birgu with a lot of candles. If you are here in October and that time, you can visit. It's a nice thing to experience, you know.
And you could also get a little ferry that goes across to Birgu, just beside the Gozo Fast Ferry Terminus, right next door to it. And you can get on there with your hotel in your card to pay for it as well. So it's great. 2 ways of getting to the same place.
That's one ferry which I haven't used. Perhaps I will try that, you know, and make another video about it. 74 has arrived.
What 74 is doing here, I don't know, but
it's strange because it's not listed here. Perhaps it's over here. 74 is the next one, A5. So he had to park in the wrong bay because
beware that your bus may not leave from the exact bay that's listed.
Exactly.
Do have a quick look around. If the bay's full up, another bus will just go in there, and you have to wait and check for yourself.
Exactly, because there are so many buses here, and he could not stop where he was supposed to stop. He had to stop in a different bay. So sometimes this can happen. You have to be careful so that you don't go up to into the wrong bus. On the wrong bus, or basically you miss the bus because you don't notice that it's in a different bay. So this is something that practical information, I think, which you need to know. You need to know this.
So here at A3, going to a similar area.
Bormla, Kalkara,
buses 3 and 4.
Close to Birgu and very close. So that's the bus we saw going to Zurriet, number 73. Hello.
Welcome to Malta.
Thank you. I think he watched our previous video. He probably watched our previous video and he recognized us.
So
I think
A4,
so.
A4.
Bay A4. So from here you can get to Zurriet basically. Now you have to be careful again, like we said, for the number 73 or 71, and be careful because it might not be in this actual bay. Like we saw, it was over there. Anyway, these are practical tips, you know, what we're just seeing, you know, in front of us. And
So to Bay 5.
Bay 5, let's look at Bay 5. Bay 5. So it's 74 this time, going to Zurriet again, and 72 going to Rendi, which is a small village, a very nice village. Not touristic, I think. You cannot say that it's touristic, but you want to see an authentic village, it's a good place to go if you're exploring Malta, if you're on holiday and exploring it, you know.
And the 72 is one of the slower buses that will take you to the airport.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's going to the airport also.
Whereas the 74 seems to
Now-
bypass the airport, but the 72 appears to go
Personally, to go to the airport,
You wouldn't use a bus.
I wouldn't use a bus.
But if you're strapped for cash,
But if you're strapped for cash, give yourself enough time. And that's the important thing, I think. Because if you don't have enough time, then you have a problem. But ideally, you have enough time and you can get to there on time. Marsa Schlock.
Boat A6, 81, 85, or Catania Direct TD10.
Okay.
So they all go to Marsa Schlock, very well-known fishing village, fantastic for eating fish,
Yes.
of course.
There are many
The
restaurants.
market.
Just a sec. Okay.
A7, that's the number 82, and that goes to Piazza. It's a beautiful little village with very good swimming, actually. And if you don't mind the old plane crossing over your beach, it's great. It's very nice, actually. So that's where you'll see the planes coming. So if you're a plane spotter, great place to go. So very nice. So 8, you have the 80 and the 84. 84 also goes to Piazza, and the 84 goes to CQ. That's something to do with oil, isn't it, Clyde?
Yeah, yes. Zayt means oil. It could be city of oil, probably, no?
Okay. 83, the 88. 88 goes to Piazza, which is near the airport. And the 83 goes to Santa Lucia.
There's a bit of music in the background. It's the enemy of all YouTubers. Music.
Again, these buses pass near good tourist spots like Tarshian temples, the Hypergeum, and so on. So there's plenty to see, even for the bus. Here you
810.
can catch the number 90 to Zabar and the 94 to Shira. Again, it does pass close to a lot of tourist spots,
Okay.
so you could always switch buses and get on another one going somewhere else. So A11, Marsa Scala, beautiful little spot by the sea, increasingly residential. And again, you'll pass by some of these big tourist places. So lots of opportunities to get off and get on again and carry on. So zones A12, 92 and 93, both to Marsa Scala again. Sometimes you'll get buses from other routes stopping in here. So these next 3 stages are all buses going in the same direction, more or less. Some going further than others. So this is A13, we pick up the 13, the 13A, the 14, 15 or 16 in the direction of Slima and beyond, as far as Sweetie and St Julian's and Bahar Itcha.
Bahari, exactly.
So this is number 14 again. The same buses go from this one and the next one, but the times will show up on all the screens. So just look out the front of the bus for which one is yours. It may not be the one that's on the screen.
Exactly.
And finally A15 again, same set of buses, including this time the Catania Direct TD13.
Going to Bujibba. Okay.
So that's
And it goes to Bujibba, the Catania direct.
oh yeah, well, that's it, yeah, okay. I didn't notice that.
So that's interesting. Also, if you want to go to Bujibba, it may be useful. You cannot use the personalized card. You have to pay for this because it's a TD bus. Just to be aware. Okay. Don't expect that it's free.
Okay, so that's section A of the bus station. We're now going to just go a little further down
Okay.
the pavement here, turn to our left where we'll find zones B and C.
Ah, there's a C also. Okay.
That's right, it's a B and C.
Okay. In my mind, I was thinking that it's just a B, you know, zone B.
B's this side, C's the other side.
Ah, I see. The two sides of the street, basically.
You want? When you're going down here, the best place to get shade is this side, the B side.
The B side, okay.
Be careful on the roads. People are tempted to walk out thinking there's no bus coming, and they'll come from nowhere. So stick to the pavement, and if you're crossing the road and you don't use the correct facility,
And this is the best way.
Your own risk.
You cross from the zebra here, even though it's faded a bit.
Right at the bottom there's a little roundabout for the buses. You can walk round the edge of that.
Exactly.
And you can walk up again. Again here, when the buses are busy, they will stop in the wrong bays.
Again, the same story.
So you have to have a look on the front before you do anything. Don't need to worry about that one.
Dress your kids properly.
Yes, B1 is an empty stage for buses to wait. They do try and wait in vacant spaces unless they are on stand awaiting departure. You can also get a Gozo to linear card. Student.
And there's also a concession card I saw on the website, but I'm not sure that it's needed if you have a personalized card, but perhaps if you're over.
But if you've got a linear card from Malta, it works in Gozo as well, so don't worry.
Exactly.
If you live in Gozo and stay in Gozo, you might want to get a local one, but it's up to you.
And the concession might be valid when using the direct routes, perhaps. There might be some discount there, I think.
Then bay 2 is an empty one for buses to stand on. The next bay will have buses leaving from it.
Sometimes you'll see buses saying sorry, not in service. They have the sign sorry, not in service, like this one. You'll be waiting for the bus and then it comes and it says sorry, not in service. It is a bit annoying when it happens to you.
So this is bay 3. There's a bus that goes to Slima from here, unlike those other buses we saw just a moment in section A. This takes a different route, and it's great if it's not always full. It's handy. 22 goes to Bukhara and the hospital, and the X4 is an airport bus. It goes to the airport from here. One of a number of buses. A tip: if you're going to Slima and you don't want to get on the 13 or 15 or 16, which are really crowded, these buses aren't really used very much for that kind of journey. So if you want to get to Slima without much of a delay,
people just go on the A buses and they don't think about these, you know. So here you'll find they're more empty, less crowded, you know. It's a good tip to use the B and C. Bay before.
Before you get the 24 bus, which is another bus that goes a different route down to Msida. It's a circular route going to Valletta, back to Valletta. 25 also goes by a different route via the hospital and university. 32 goes to Swatar, and 35 goes to San Juan.
This is B5. Bay B5.
Bay B5, all the buses here go to Bujiba by one route or another. Depends if you're in a hurry. If you want to go to short buses, shorter ones, there are longer routes, but they basically all end up in the same place. The Bay B6 is the buses which go out towards the ferry, Gozo ferry, Sechikua, and the great beach in Liha, which is very, very popular. So there's also the 250 goes to Adira. They're all from the same stop. 47 we have the 44 which goes to Golden Bay. It's another very popular tourist beach. There's a 47 and a 238. The 238 goes to Njar, which is almost as far as Golden Bay but a few miles back. 47 goes to Valletta. Valletta is kind of midway between here and the coast. So if you're going to Njar or Antifiha, Golden Bay. We get 43 that goes to Nashar, which is a beautiful town in the middle of the country, more or less. 46 to Gargur. There are many ways of pronouncing Gargur, but
Gargur.
that's the one I'm told.
Araur and so on.
Yes. And the 260 also goes to Gargur or Arau or whatever you like to call it. Now, just here is a turning circle for the buses. So this is where ideally you should walk round to the side, but if you want to take your risk and run across the road,
so you can
at your own risk.
But
There's also, you'll see over there, a couple of archways, and they're great places for seeking shelter from the sun, because sometimes you may have to wait half an hour to an hour for a bus. So if you want to wait somewhere cool, there's a lovely place just over there. So we're going to go over to the other side, but we'll not show you how we do that.
Okay. All right.
This nice shaded tunnel leads to the Lascaris War Rooms. It's one of the routes to get up to there from here, and there's a little bit of green there, so you can, if you've got time to spend between buses, great place to come. But do keep an eye on what's going on outside.
Exactly.
We have the 50 which goes to Rabat, which is just outside of the city of Medina. The 58 and 58A which go to Piazza, and that's where they stop. So the AC2 we have buses that go to similar places nearby in Tarfa, which is the old hospital above Rabat. In fact, over the other side of the valley from Rabat. Dingley and Rabat itself. All these buses go very close to each other. Dingley, of course, famous for its cliffs. Very, very steep, sheer cliffs. Beautiful sight. Stay away from the edge. There we have C3, which is 54 to Attar, and another bus going to Dingley in 56. One thing I noticed about a lot of the buses here, they tend to leave in groups. So a lot of the ones going to Slima will leave around about the same time and follow each other. Same with a lot of these buses to Attar, Dingley and so on, Rabat.
It's a problem, but you miss one, you problem with this. Yeah, there's also. Maybe not in time.
Literally, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's confusing thing. Down in Floriano, there's two sets of bus stops with buses of similar numbers, but they don't stop at the same stop. And you could be waiting at one thinking it's coming, and it's actually coming to the one 100 yards further down the road.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Basic 4.
So we get to 61 to Zebuj. Zebuj means
Oil, no, Zebuj, oil. Olive, sorry, not oil, olives.
olive,
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm thinking of zaytun.
Yes, they say it sounds similar.
Ayyo. Because you get the oil from olives, so.
So C5, 62 to Sajuri. Sajuri means seat, seat, chair.
Sujju, the cherry, and I don't know, Sujju. I don't know what it means, you know. But There might be some old meaning of the word, you know, you can look it up, some derivation, how it derived, you know, but I don't know it.
C6 for the 63 to Orly and a 64 to Santa Venera. One thing you'll notice about all Maltese bus stops is that there's usually a 4-digit number in the bottom left-hand corner of the stand. If you have the Catania app, you want to find out what's leaving from that stop, that's how you'll find it, by honing in the map, looking up that number, and it will tell you what either is or should be coming.
Probably Google Maps also, I think. Because normally Google Maps tells you which stop you should go to. I've noticed, not here, but Las Caris, they have 2 stops with the same name. And there's no number.
Oh, that happens at Slima. There's a couple of places where there's a lot of bus stops.
Yeah, they should
which
fix
are
this soon.
But where there is a number, that'll lead you to what's supposed to be happening.
Otherwise it's a bit confusing, you know.
So that is the bus station,
Ecco.
Valletta Bus Station.
Okay, so that gives you a good base with which to use to explore Malta using the public transport in your visit here, or if you're a resident you can use them also. And like I said, they're an alternative to using more expensive transport like Uber or Bolt or recabs, but they can be slow, so you have to factor that in. You have to factor that in when you are deciding what to use. But they are quite environmentally friendly. There are new buses which are fully electric now, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. And sometimes they can be packed also, so you have to try to be lucky. Some routes are more popular than others. For example, if you go on the B base over here, you've seen how they are not as popular as the ones which start with the letter A, the base with the letter A. Okay, so I think we can stop here for this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, press like, and basically keep on watching. If you haven't watched our previous video about the buses in Malta, a guide to how to use the bus in Malta, basically, you can find that. It will come up on the screen and you can view it now. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye from Valletta. There's an Indian kitchen here, Thai Mahal. You can get different types of Indian food here. I didn't know about this. There are toilets here also, but they are sadly out of order. Both men's and the ladies are out of order.